Hi again, guys. So the book that I chose to share with you guys for the treasure text is a story called Odd Twist Scientist by Andrea Beatty. And I thought it would be a good book to use for teaching gender equality in a way, and it could be paired with an activity that we've learned from a different resource that was provided in class. So the way that oh, first let me give you a little bit of information about the book. So the book is about this little girl who is wondering about different things before she can even talk. She's always investigating and all those different kinds of things. And as she gets older, she starts to try to find answers to her own questions. And she becomes a real scientist. And her parents are always, kind of getting down on her a little bit about it. And then they seem to realize that, this is a good thing that she's kind of going through all this experience. It's a really neat book, and it kind of puts a girl in a role that isn't typically seen as a girl role as a scientist. And that's where I connected it into a really neat idea. So I thought that it could be taken and paired with something from the dosomething.org website, where there's an activity on there where you had your kids or whoever draw a picture of a scientist, what they think a scientist looks like. And typically when this happens, most people draw a male in that role. Not often is there a female drawn in that role. So I thought that could be something that you do with the kids before you kind of introduce this book, and you have them kind of take time and draw what they feel a scientist looks like. And then after that, you have them sit down and read that book. And then after they read this book, or after you read the book to them, you can start a discussion of, did your scientist match the scientist, and why do you think this is happening, and what do you think we can do differently about that? But I think it's a really great book, and I think it's a good one to touch on a topic in a way that isn't always easy to touch on, or a way that you can introduce it to students. But I think it's a really great book.